Well, those tsunami of infections that the WHO were referring to illustrated quite starkly across the European continent. If we begin with France, that recorded 200,000 COVID-19 cases over the last 24 hours, that is a national and a European record, and France not alone in posting those sorts of figures, similar sort of numbers in terms of the records that we're seeing coming from much of European states as well. That is obviously concerning, especially as other waves in the past have led to nations finding that their health services are overwhelmed. The light relief when it comes to sort of Omicron is the studies that have shown that this is a more mild strain compared to those previous variants, but the concern still exists amongst a number of EU states that if enough people are catching this more transmissible variant, then that's still going to lead to a significant number of individuals needing hospital care, especially if they are unvaccinated. And that's really a strong message that's being sent by the WHO, that vaccines are indeed the way out of this crisis. And WHO taking a long time in this press conference to essentially stress that it's not just developed and Western countries that need to be vaccinating their citizens, but this needs to be rolled out comprehensively across the entire world, that in nations that have not yet had enough first shots or even second shots, never mind boosters, that there needs to be a rollout that means that 70% of populations there have access to that vaccine.
As I said earlier, you will join us. Please join the campaign to vaccinate 70% of population of all countries by mid-2022. We have 185 days to go. It's possible to do it. And I ask for every citizen of the world to join the campaign and end this pandemic.
It is, in the words of the WHO's Director General, the way out of this crisis, tackling vaccine inequity.